on Elf, you know, because him from election in America is a of mass destruction or whatever.
Even if they had,
is when they issued the.
It's just so far away.
It's much bigger than that.
Yes.
Do you think a woman will ever be president?
Absolutely.
Ain't there a problem that if there is a woman president, they're going to spend all their time on facials, shopping, and getting new shoes?
I think if you said that to most women who could be president, you'd be surprised how tough they are.
But ain't you worried that the old cabinet would be like Brad Pitt on Defence and George Clooney on Elf, you know, because him from ER, you know, and you've just got like all these other good-looking geezers and King Dong in the background,
we've already been through it before. I mean, as I said, Margaret Thatcher was probably one of the 3 best prime ministers of the 20th century.
But wouldn't there be a danger that they'd like fall in love with someone bad like Saddam Hussein? Booyakasha! Check this out. The election in America is a well important thing, so you better understand the politics of it. That's why I was here with none other than my main man, Mr. Patrick Buchanan. So you better listen up and recognize. What else is the election going to be fought on this year?
it'll probably be about Iraq.
Does you think that Saddam's ever was able to make these weapons of mass destruction, or whatever, or as they is called, BLTs?
Was Saddam able to make them?
Could he make BLTs?
Yes, at one time he was using BLTs on the Kurds in the north.
Was it worth fighting a war over BLTs?
I don't think Saddam Hussein and Iraq were a threat to the United States, even if they had WMDs or BLTs, as long as they weren't nuclear weapons.
If you had the evidence that Saddam had these BLTs in his house, would you have said yes, attack?
Not unless he had, if he had anthrax, if he had mustard gas.
Whatever
No.
he put in them.
No. If he had mustard gas, no.
Let's say he didn't have mustard and the BLTs just was plain. Would you been able to go in there then?
No.
Is it ever worth fighting a war over sandwiches?
Is it ever worth fighting a war? Yes.
So what is the 4th of July?
4th of July is when they issued the Declaration of Independence, and we treat that as a holiday every year. So nobody goes to work on the 4th of July, and we have fireworks and all sorts of celebrations.
And what date does you hold the 4th of July on?
Yeah, usually the 4th of July.
Why?
Well, that's why we call it that, I think, yeah.
What happens if it was a leap year? It wouldn't be on the 4th of July then,
Yeah, it'd
innit?
still be on the 4th of July.
No, not in a leap year.
Oh, yeah.
Does you know what a leap year is?
Yeah, sure.
Every like 5 years.